Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, I want you to think back to this morning. Some of you woke up for Fajr with energy, with purpose, ready to seize the day. Others of you, and be honest with yourselves, dragged your feet to the prayer, rushed through it, and went straight back to bed or straight to your phone. And that one decision, repeated day after day, quietly shapes the entire trajectory of your life. We talk a lot about praying Fajr. We talk about the struggle to wake up, the alarm clock wars, the shaitan sitting on your ear, whispering sleep a little longer. That's an important conversation. But today I want to take you somewhere most people never think to go. I don't want to talk about waking up for Fajr. I want to talk about what you do after Fajr. Because that window, those next 30, 60, 90 minutes after the prayer, might be the single most underused, most powerful part of your entire day. And once you understand what to do with it, your whole life begins to shift. So let's talk about 9 things. 9 simple, practical things you can start doing after Fajr that will change the way you live. 1, don't go back to sleep. I know this is the hardest one to hear, and I know some of you are already uncomfortable. But listen to me. There is a reason the people who came before us, the pious generations, treated the time after Fajr as sacred. They didn't waste it. They sat with it. They protected it. When you go back to sleep after Fajr, you're not just losing an hour of rest. You're closing a door that was open to you. A door of blessing, of clarity, of a fresh start. Try it for 1 week. Just 1 week. Don't go back to bed. Sit up. Stay in that space. And watch what begins to change in your energy, your mood, your productivity. 2, sit in remembrance until the sun rises. This is something so many of us have lost. There was a habit among the righteous of simply sitting after Fajr, not doing anything elaborate, not rushing anywhere, just sitting in a state of remembrance, of reflection, of gratitude, until the sun had fully risen. Some of them called this their treasure, not because of anything magical, but because of what it does to the human heart. When you start your day in stillness instead of chaos, in remembrance instead of scrolling, you set the tone for everything that follows. You are literally training your soul before you train your body. Count. 3, make your morning supplications part of who you are. There is a beautiful tradition of speaking to your Lord first thing in the morning, asking for a good day, asking for protection, asking for guidance, expressing gratitude that you woke up at all, because not everyone did. Some of us went to sleep last night and didn't wake up this morning. You did. That in itself is a gift most people take completely for granted. So before you check your phone, before you check your messages, check in with your Creator first. Let Him be the first thing you turn to, not the last. 4, move your body. I want to talk about something practical now. A short walk, some light stretching, even 5 or 10 minutes of movement after Fajr does something remarkable to your body and your mindset. The air is cooler, the world is quieter, and your body responds to that early movement in a way it simply doesn't later in the day. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You need 10 minutes and the willingness to get up. People who build this habit tell me their entire day feels different. Sharper, calmer, more in control. And 5, feed your mind before you feed your notifications. Here's something I want every single one of you to reflect on honestly. What is the first thing you look at after Fajr? For many of us, it's a phone screen. Social media, messages, headlines designed to provoke you before your feet have even touched the ground properly. Instead, feed your mind with something beneficial. A few pages of a good book, a short lecture, some reflection on your own life, and your own goals, you are choosing what enters your mind first. And whatever enters first shapes the lens through which you see everything else that day. Oh, 6, plan your day with intention. The people who accomplish the most in this life are not always the most talented. They are the most intentional. After Fajr, before the noise of the world reaches you, take 5 minutes and ask yourself, what do I actually need to accomplish today? What matters? What can wait? This single habit, a few quiet minutes of planning in the stillness of the morning, will save you hours of wasted, reactive living later in the day. You stop being pulled around by everyone else's demands and you start walking with purpose. 7, express gratitude before you express complaints. I meet so many people whose first thoughts of the day are complaints. The traffic, the weather, the bills, the people who frustrate them. But here's a powerful shift. Before any of that touches your heart, spend a moment being grateful. Grateful for breath, grateful for health, grateful for a roof over your head, food in your kitchen, people who love you. Gratitude in the morning rewires how you experience the rest of the day. It doesn't mean problems disappear. It means you face them from a position of strength instead of a position of lack. And 8, reach out to someone with kindness. This one surprises people. But hear me out. After Fajr, send a message to a parent. Check in on a sibling. Ask a friend how they're doing. A small act of connection, first thing in the morning, before the day gets busy and you forget, before excuses pile up. Relationships are the foundation of a meaningful life, and so many of them quietly wither simply because we never made the time. Make the time. Right after Fajr, while your heart is still soft and your mind is still clear. At 9, give something, even if it's small, before your day even properly begins. Give something away. It doesn't have to be money, though that's beautiful too. It could be a kind word. It could be helping someone without being asked. It could be a small amount of charity set aside specifically for the morning. There's something powerful about starting your day as a giver rather than only a taker. It shifts your entire mindset for the next 18 hours. You walk through your day looking for opportunities to add value. Instead of only looking for what you can extract from it, Now, my brothers and sisters, I know what some of you are thinking. That's 9 things. I can barely manage to wake up for Fajr, and now you want me to do 9 things after it? I understand. I'm not asking you to do all 9 tomorrow morning. Start with 1. Pick the one that spoke to you the most as I was speaking. Maybe it was staying awake instead of going back to sleep. Maybe it was the short walk. Maybe it was reaching out to someone you've been neglecting. Whatever it was, start there. Build it into a habit over the next few weeks. Then add another. Slowly, brick by brick, you build a morning that builds you. Because here's the truth that I want you to walk away with today. Your life is not shaped by the big dramatic moments. Nearly as much as it's shaped by what you repeat quietly, consistently, every single day. Fajr is a door. What you do after it determines whether you actually walk through that door into a better version of yourself or whether you let it close behind you and go right back to the same patterns. I've met people whose entire lives transformed, their health, their relationships, their work, their inner peace, not because of some dramatic life event, but because they simply reclaimed their mornings. They stopped surrendering the first hour of their day to sleep, to their phones, to chaos, and they gave it instead to stillness, to intention, to gratitude, to movement, to connection, to giving. You have that same opportunity tomorrow morning. Every single one of you. It doesn't matter what your mornings have looked like until today. Tomorrow is a fresh page. The alarm will go off. You'll have that same choice you've had every day of your life, go back to sleep or step into the door that's been open for you. I ask you sincerely, don't let this be just another reminder that you nod along to and forget by tomorrow afternoon. Pick one thing, just one, start tomorrow, and then come back to it, add to it, build on it until your mornings are no longer something you survive, but something that genuinely changes you. May we all be among those who value our mornings, who protect that sacred time after Fajr, and who use it to become better in our worship, better in our health, better in our relationships, and better in our purpose. Barakallahu fikum.